Howdy do. Tuesday. We back again. Take him for a walk. As usual. Did I clear it? 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 I cleared it. Yeah. Yeah. But anyway, it's a good day. I'm alive, I'm breathing, I'm driving. Have a meeting tomorrow for work again, just to see what they have to say and what I need to do. Good thing it's not. The good thing is it's not like it's kind of in the mid-afternoon, which is good. Besides that, just took my uncle to a basketball game last night, so we had a good time. It was fun, whatever. He likes basketball, so I just thought I'd treat him, you know. Good time. I don't know, I just feel like I have these, I don't know if they're expectations or assumptions that I don't know, that people are hearing, but then that's just an ignorant thought, right? Because I feel like once you know who you are as a person, then you should be fine in this life, and I know who I am as a person, so I don't need to assume no more, I don't need to expect no more, I don't need to do anything anymore because I know who I am, so I don't need to be validated. Even though, like, I'm not gonna lie and sit here and say that those thoughts don't pop up. At times they do, right? The lustful thoughts, the validational thoughts, the I'm not doing enough thoughts, the I need to entertain these people thoughts, the I need to do this, be this way. They do pop up. Why? I'm starting to understand it now. I'm starting to understand it now. That it's, I don't know, I guess it could be like a people-pleasing disease. Or like a caring disease. It's not a disease, it's a good thing that I actually care, right? I'm not saying that people in this world doesn't care, but there's actually a point where you actually care for these people, whoever it is. But they don't care about themselves, or they're in survival mode, or they're just trying to live in their wife's standards or their girlfriend's standards, or it's always some type of impressing or validation thing I'm learning. People have the right to live the way they live their life, and I'm not here to tell people how to live their life or assume that they're going to listen to me how to live their life. So, but I'm starting to see the masks fall off, as some would say. Why? Because I had the same disease. I had the same disease of people-pleasing people, trying to be a funny guy, trying to be this certain persona. And the beautiful thing is we could be all those, but we don't have to be it all the time, right? we can be these around certain people, not everybody, because I really think a lot of people don't deserve that character of you, you know? Why? Because I feel like when I try to be this certain person, it just drains energy, man. It just drains energy. It's energy that I need to save for the ones I love and care about. Certain topics you talk about, not all topics. Certain subjects you talk about, not all subjects. I'm learning with certain people. You know, why? Because everybody lives a different lifestyle, and I can't sit here and say that I know more than the next person, or I'm giving advice to the next person, because there's really no base there, because I don't have kids, so I can't speak for people with kids. I'm not in a relationship, so I can't speak for people in a relationship. I'm a single guy that just helps caregive my aunt, make sure the bills are paid, make sure I do my best at work, make sure my dog's taken care of. I don't drive like the best looking car, but it's a car. Our ignorant state that we're in, a lot of the time we like to judge and look at people's certain situations, but yeah, people don't know the situation. They just always looking from the outside looking in, and that's just what I'm learning, is that we only go by what we see, but not what we know. Why? Because it's easier that way to assume and to judge and to just put your own perception on the other person's reality, is what I'm learning, right? Because I have a whole idea of being in a relationship. I have a whole idea about being married. I have a whole idea about having kids. I have a whole idea of being a dog owner. I have a whole idea of surviving. These are all my own personal ideas that I may have created, or may have just understood, right? So that's all we're doing in this life, is just living from our own personal perception and our ideas, and going off maybe what we hear, not what we know. But then when you start talking to people, you start to see the truth and the reality of what's happening. And that's the beauty of life, is that when you talk to people, you get to know more information, and not just to be nosy, but because you actually want to know, right? You actually want to understand more what's happening in that person's life, right? So that's just what I learned last night, going to the basketball game with my uncle and talking to him. He's married, he has kids. He's just a man that likes to work and survive and do his best, kind of like I do. I'm just a regular blue-collar person. You know, I'm nothing too special about me. I just like to work, and I just like to always put my best foot forward to survive and help out my family as much as I can. That's just what I do. That's how I live my life. Maybe some people won't think like that, right? If I got it, I'll give it, basically. That's how I live my life. If I got it, I'll give it. And I don't really need it back for what, right? When you're so full of genuine, when you're so full of genuineness and just giving, you're a giving person to the people you love, then there's no price or cost on love. Love should be unconditional, not conditional. Love should be given, and love should be given and not expected, right? Love is love, man. That's where I think we fuck up in our human experience, is that we think love is this way or that way and this way and that way. I think love, for me personally, my idea of love is just an idea. It's just, you just give, man, and that's it. You don't need nothing back in return. So, I'm not saying give like, no, I don't know. That's what I think it is, right? Give what? Like, love is an action, not just words. Love is openness, not closing. And I notice when you're around certain people, they love, right? But there's always what do I say? Like a string attached to it. If I give you this, I want that. If I give you this, I want that. It's just like, that's not love, man. That's expectation. That's fucking just, you're wanting something in return because you give to somebody. That's not love. What is that? That's like, that's what is that? What is that called? It's not love, man. That's all I know. And I talk shit to certain people, and I'm learning that everybody's love language is different. Who am I to say that wrong? Who am I to say that right? I don't know, because I do my thing a certain way. And nobody will ever change me, because I think it's the righteous way to do it. Right? Because these other ideas that we have of whatever we have, they really our own thoughts, you know what I mean? Back to that subject, right? Are they really your thoughts? Or are those just like survival mode thoughts where you're like, oh, I don't have this and I don't want to give it up, but I'm not going to go get it to help whatever I can help or whoever I can help, right? Or I just keep making the same mistake over and over, and I keep spending or giving the energy I don't have. You know what I mean? When you give too much and you're just like, whoa, like, okay, but do you really have it to give? That's the main thing. Is like, are you giving for something in return? Are you giving for them to like you, or are you just doing it from the kindness of? Are you doing it from your genuineness, basically, is what I'm saying. You know what I mean? Like, my a relationship, we're so conscious, we're so aware, we're so judgmental, we are so much in assuming that we think that, well, I think that a favor for a favor, which that's not how this fucking life works, and it will never fucking work that way, and I'm finally realizing that. But where did I get that idea from, right? That's where I'm at now in my life, is where did I get that idea at that if I do this for somebody, they should give it back to me. How is that even possible? Because they're not you. You don't have, or I don't have the same standards as them. I don't have the same morals as them. I don't have the same upbringing as them. I don't have the same ideas as them. I don't have all these things. So why am I projecting my ideas and my meaning onto other people that I'm assuming that probably won't even comprehend? Because once you give and give and give and give, people are going to take and take and take, and that's all there is to it. Because you're offering, so they're taking. You know what I mean? So where does that idea come from where you give to somebody they're supposed to give back? Where does that idea come from? It's just it's an ignorant idea. It's an ignorant perception on things. Because I have that idea too sometimes. I'm not gonna lie. I like sitting here and bullshit myself. Like, well, this person's not doing this much and that much, but they just want this and want that. It's just like, hold on, Kenny. Like, where are those thoughts coming from, and where is that idea coming from? Oh, I know where it's coming from. Okay, I'm not gonna give it no title or no meaning behind it, but I know where it's coming from. I caught that today, right? Everybody loves differently. Everybody's different, and that's okay. But the reality of our society is that everybody's just lazy and everybody just wants everything handed to them, like handouts. But where does that idea come from, right? Is that even my idea, or just an idea that I might have picked up from somebody? Or is that a truth of mine? Or is that a truth? Or is that just something that I might have learned from somebody in my life? You know what I mean? And that's kind of where I'm at with this whole thing. Is like, people that were raised a certain way is always living the same way. They've never went inside themselves to see, you know, they're quitting on themselves, they're quitting on their family, they're quitting on whoever it is in their life. But who am I to say? I don't know, you know what I mean? I just live the way, like I say, I live my life. I'm not better than nobody. I don't think I know it more than the next person, but I know that I feel like a lot of people just quit on themselves. It's not healthy. Why? I don't know. You know what I mean? I'm in 2026 now. I've been living my life like this for years. I've been okay. Hard working, make sure the bills are paid, make sure mom's okay, make sure aunt's okay, make sure my dog's okay. But first I make sure I thank God in the morning when I wake up and tell him, you know, just fight me, you know, another battle today, we'll conquer it. That's all I do, and just continue my day. Because I can't sit there and put some of my ideas on the reality of this reality, because everybody's living a different reality. You know what I mean? You're either managing your life, or you're just listening to your husband, wife, or girlfriend, or whatever. And that's kind of what I'm learning, is that some people just don't live their own life, man. Maybe they do. Maybe I'm just putting my along as I go, but I'm here at the spot, so I have a nice little walkie. It's kind of breezy, which is good. I can walk a little longer today. I'm gonna try that trail I tried the other day. I think it's a couple miles, so I'm hoping it's a loop, but we'll find out. So anyway, hopefully that made sense, and hopefully you have a good day, because I'm going to have a good day today. So I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.